Right, so this is the Vernee Thor. I've had it probably about 8 weeks and it's broken already. As we can see, the screen powers up, no responsiveness. Now, that happened after a phone call, so there's never been drops, there's never been any knocks of it or anything. Literally, the phone call ended and the screen just ended like, the screen was left like this. No responsive touch to it at all. So I'm thinking the digitizer's gone. Now if that's the case, I'm not really sure how a phone call would do that, but it did. So anyway, this is just a video just to say, if you're considering buying a Vernee product, I'd wait for a while and see how good the reviews are, because I bought this blinded by the specs. I thought, oh yeah, that's a good phone for a good price, but basically I've just wasted my money really, because this phone is worthless now, it's pointless. So the problem with new companies is nobody really knows how good they are, so the best bet is just to wait and just see what happens. As you can see, the screen is pointless. But also, on a few other notes on the phone, other bad points, the call quality is absolutely rubbish on it. It's like talking with your head in a bucket. It's really not good. The cameras are rubbish, really not that good. The battery life is good. The screen is not bad when it works. I mean, overall, there's more bad than good. I mean, it's built quite well. It's not flimsy, but it's certainly no Galaxy S7, But then again, for the price, you can't really compare the two. But if you're considering buying a cheap phone, and you under £100, and you're considering a Vernee Thor in particular, then just think to yourself, is it really worth it? Because you could just put a little bit extra to it, and you could get a Xiaomi Redmi 3, which the quality with Xiaomi. They've been around, and they make quality phones, so you're kind of guaranteed on what you're going to get. Whereas with a company like this, you don't really know what you're going to buy. You're kind of walking into it blind. So it is quite a difficult choice to make, but if you go with your head and just really think, do I go with a new company because it's cheap and it's got good specs, or take a little lesser specs but get a brand that is reputable? Well, you're better off going with the reputable one, because with the cheap one, it's just a gamble, isn't it? You can buy it and it could work perfectly. You could have it for 2 years without a problem. But then you could also buy it, and after 8 weeks, just as this one, it's just a piece of shit. So you might as well just go with a reputable company, buy a known device, one that gets reviewed by everyone. Now, a lot of the people who have reviewed the Vernee Thor, I think, are either getting paid by Vernee or getting something from them anyway, because they make out it's such a good phone. Oh, it's really good, brilliant, can't do any better for the money. Yeah, right. You really can do better for the money. I mean, it's £77. I don't know how much the Ulefone Metal is, but I'm sure that would be better, because Ulefone have been around. Ulefone, they have their problems too, but it's a more reputable company. They've been around. You know what you're getting. The same with Umi as well. You know what you're going to get. So, in short, if you own a Vernee Thor or the Apollo Lite, or thinking about buying one, just leave some comments down below and we'll see whether anyone else is having problems. Because I've seen quite a few people having problems with the Vernee Thor in particular. A lot of people are saying, well, there's a lot of problems with it. So I mean, if anyone else is having problems, just leave some comments down below and we'll compare problems and see what's going on. And if you're thinking about buying one, just ask some questions, because I've got one here. I've been using it for 8 weeks. I can tell you everything you need to know. So yeah, just leave some comments and we'll try and get to the bottom of this Vernee problem.